Coach, can I get your first initial impressions on Temple?
Well, when we started the preparation about 10 days ago and we started watching the film, the thing that became blatantly apparent is how athletic they are at all three phases. The running backs are electric. They can score from anywhere on the field. The secondary guys, the pass rush guys, have got a lot of athletic ability and on special teams. And when they made the quarterback change, obviously it completely changed the entire direction and complexion of the offense. And they're playing extremely well right now.
How about your quarterback? What can you say about him?
He may possibly be the best quarterback collegiately that I've ever had a chance to work with. He's a terrific leader. He's very athletic. I think probably the best thing that he has done in this previous year from past years is decision making and the poise and not feeling like that every throw's got to be a perfect home run throw. That he's really done a good job of protecting the football.
How have you enjoyed getting back into
the
fray?
It's been unbelievable. A lot of fun. I missed being around the kids. I missed seeing them grow, develop, and I can tell you that being in the locker room, with the kids for the first time because of the way in which the program has not had a lot of success as we won some games, and watching kids that had maybe not had success to actually emotionally cry after games and just be thrilled to death to be having a good time and having fun. It's very rewarding.
But are you experienced enough to know never enter a lawnmower race? Yeah. I mean, you're not doing the lawnmowers?
Yeah. No, the lawnmowers that I'm pushing are the ones that have the blades of the old Clippers back in the 1900s. But yeah, this is an interesting thing. I'm anxious to see what the track is. Is there's a lot of S's, or is this just a straight like that? No, I'm not racing at all. Not at all.
In some ways, people wonder, when you were here with the Bucks as a consultant, right? You still wonder, will Butch Davis ever coach in college football? I mean, did you ever wonder?
You wondered if you'd get the right opportunity. There were some opportunities to have left over the last 4 or 5 years, but it was never the right place. And having spent a significant amount of my coaching career in South Florida as an assistant head coach, FIU was the perfect fit for me. You had relationships throughout the state of Florida, high school coaches. You knew the programs that developed, a lot of great players, and living in a city like Miami is a great place to live. And so, I thought that, maybe I would continue to maybe even stay in the NFL or whatever. You never really knew. And then obviously when Greg unfortunately got let go, then, you work for ESPN, and I've told people, they treated me unbelievable. It was great to be in the studio and stuff. But one of the best things that they ever did for me was when you got a chance to go cover the semifinals, cover the national championship games, go cover actual games. I went up to Jim Harbaugh's opening game at Michigan against Utah, and then all the springs that you got a chance to go out and look at teams getting ready for the fall, and then during training camp in August, you see how you get a chance. Yeah, well, it obviously it makes you want to get a whistle and get back in the huddle, but you see how other people skin a cat, and so it was fun to do that.
It's such a crazy coaching year. How upset were you with what happened with Greg in Tennessee? How much did it bother you?
Yeah, a lot, because I went through the similar thing. I actually personally, going through what initially looked like an investigation that they were going to zero in on the football program at North Carolina, and then found out that it had been in existence for 17 years before I ever even went to Chapel Hill, and then to actually go through 9 independent, separate investigations to be completely exonerated and cleared from all 9 of those. So I lived what Greg went through, where it absolutely destroyed your reputation, destroyed all the things that you've done for 35 years of what you put your heart and soul into, and then all of a sudden somebody makes a bad decision and stuff. And so Greg worked for me. Obviously, he was my defensive coordinator at Miami, and I know his family and know his wife and children and stuff, and I hated it for Greg.
You have coached as you're so known as a career. Remember the 01 Miami team, one of the greatest teams ever. Most of those are your kids.
Yeah, all of them were.
Do you ever look back and go, man, I shouldn't have gone to Cleveland?
Well, I've said.
They haven't been to the playoffs.
No, I have said that was probably career-wise maybe one of the worst decisions that I've ever made. That you spend 6 years building that program up and beating Florida in the Sugar Bowl, and having a loaded locker room of unbelievable great kids besides being great football players. That clearly maybe you stay. You never know. You might have won 3 or 4 national championships during that era.
Definitely. Should have won that year.
Yeah, should have.
How much now, when you took over FA, you talked in terms of national championships.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe it can happen at FIU?
You don't know about that, but the thing that I do believe, and I've talked to these kids about, I mean, we want to be 13-0 at some point. We want to be able to compete for and win our own conference championship, on a yearly basis. And we would like to be one of those teams that can play in a January 1 bowl game. If Northern Illinois can do it, if UCF can do it, if Connecticut can do it, if Kansas State and TCU can change the entire culture of those programs, because they had 30 years of disastrous football before they hired the right guy. They built a program, they put an emphasis into the program, and now they're in Rose Bowls and Cotton Bowls and Sugar Bowls and stuff. So if those kinds of programs, if it's possible for them to do it, why not us?
Are you happy? Everyone wonders, boy, which goes 13-0, they'll be out of here.
No, heck no.
Okay. So how do you are you content right now?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm loving every minute of it. I mean, being around these kids is.
I mean, you're the second biggest team in the county.
Yeah, I don't know. Now we're the biggest. We have 52,000. They only got 8,000. No, I'm going to tell you what. This has been one of the most joyous seasons that I've ever had coaching. Just from the standpoint of seeing kids that nobody thought they could accomplish what we've already accomplished. I think preseason-wise, I think Las Vegas said that we would win 3 games this year, and we got a chance to win 9.
How important is it to these seniors playing in their first bowl game so close to home?
Very important. I mean, I think they were really excited when they found out that we were coming here, because we've got a lot of guys, Napoleon Maxwell and the Magoos and stuff, that are from this area. And I think even all the other kids, even if their families are from Orlando or the Space Coast area and South Dade, it gives them a chance for their families to be involved in a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, especially for the seniors.
Definitely. What's the biggest turnaround from last year to this year, doubling your win total?
I think the biggest turnaround probably is the buy-in emotionally of what it takes to actually win. That sometimes it's not just X's and O's. There's a lot of cultural things. Studying film, doing things great in the classroom, being all in on absolutely everything that we ask you to do, and it couldn't have been better.
Chance to win a 9th game on Thursday night. That's never happened in the program's
Right.
history. That's got to mean an awful lot, particularly to the seniors. If you can speak to that.
There's no doubt. I mean, this senior class, we started meeting. I had our first team meeting back in January, and then we started meeting with the seniors probably once a month, all during the spring and over the summertime, and about the importance of senior leadership, about them buying into. They've got to be the examples. In everything we do, whether it's going to class, being involved in community relations, and those kinds of things. And I'm going to tell you what, these kids have been unbelievable. They've done everything you've ever asked a team to do, and then on Saturday they've played well, and that's even more important.
Thank you, Coach.
You bet,
Good
boss.
luck on
Thank you. Have a good day.